Human versus animal. Welcome, guys, to another episode. And today I want to talk to you about the difference between us being human and being an animal. Basically, the main difference is that most people say is that we are conscious and we have these thoughts and we are smarter than animals and these things, but at some point it's true and we are smarter in a way, but animals are smart too, of course. They have feelings, they have brain, they can see and think many things. The difference though between us and animals is, first of all, how much we control our animal instincts. And the smart aspect is that humans can predict things and humans can actually visualize things and they can create through this process, that they can see something in here, and as soon as you see it here, you can actually think of a way to bring it to life, because basically everything you see in this life was first thought by somebody and then it came to this realm we live now, we exist in. And basically the art of thinking things, it's an amazing power that we possess, and if we learn to use it for our benefit, it's gonna change your whole fucking life. And I started experiencing this, but I know for sure that there is many more to come, many more to discover. But I started actually seeing God through this, and God, it's a huge topic we can talk about for many hours. But what I want to hold from this is that through this process you can actually talk with God, you can actually make him your friend. You're not your ally, Jesus. I'm a Christian, and since the day I started putting God in my heart and actually make him a priority, I saw my life changing many different areas and ways. First of all, I have discipline, and without him I would not have by chance the same discipline I have currently, because as you can see in my Instagram, I post daily that I'm waking up very early, going for my cardio walk, and basically start my day very early in the morning. And before God, I tried to do that. I attempted many times, but I failed after 2 weeks at most. I had a one day that I gave up. And the simple reason is that I didn't have God in my heart to actually lead me and show me that it's very deep, but having God inside you, you operate from another realm of this world. You operate not from your physical body, but you operate from your spiritual side. And this is very important, and the strongest thing you possess currently, your strongest power, comes with developing your spiritual self and actually developing your connection with God and actually clearing the way between you and the message above that's sending you to this universe, so you can act and actually make a reality whatever you want. And you will basically create what God sent to you, because this vision doesn't come by your friend, by your mom, by your friend, nobody. It comes from God within you, inside you. And when you actually learn how to accumulate this information and apply them, because this is the tricky part, you have to apply them. Thinking only leads to procrastination, and procrastination is not from God, because procrastinating means you are fearful, and fear simply doesn't come from the realm of God. Fear is from the devil, while also it's the vices, while it's the drugs. And that's where basically we separate from animals. Now you see why it's a big topic about God, but separating your body and your feelings from your biological body, that every human wants to have sex, everybody wants to eat food. This, if you control food, by the way, that's the strongest thing. If you control that, you can't control anything, because you see, nobody needs actually to go smoking, go drink. It's not something that you are getting into this kind of shit. But you see, when you operate with God, you don't have fear. And when you don't have fear, you act on the things you see here. And that's basically when everything changes, because you start moving and you move towards your goal. And trust me, if you weren't capable, God wouldn't show it to you. Simple as that. The reason you have it here is because you can do it, my friend. And simply not acting on it, first of all, you are an asshole, because you hold from yourself what you could have gotten already. And actually you lack faith, because fear is what if, but faith is even if. And when you say to yourself, even if, you are gonna do everything possible to achieve your goal, and you are gonna have everything you desire in this life. And of course, this is not all about desires and materialistic things, about maybe having a nice car or going vacation and these things, which of course is nice and you should do it in your lifetime. But the most important thing is to have peace within you. And this doesn't come from materialistic things. It only comes from actually being proud of yourself and you valuing yourself within you. Because no matter what you say, you can't lie to yourself. And when you actually make yourself proud every day with your actions, you operate from a different realm. And by doing that, you also separate from your animal perspective, your body, and you simply choose better, and you don't fall victim to any of these bodily earth issues we have, like waking up late or craving foods and falling victim into eating a cheat meal, or I don't know, a sweet you have in front of you and you can't hold yourself. When you operate from God, you don't need these things. You discuss them, actually. You move them away, because you see, then you think, I have this vision. I want this. Are my actions aligned with what I'm asking for? And if the answer is no, it's very simple you see the answer. So it's a matter of you simply doing it. So I'm asking you again, if you know that doing this thing instead of this thing and combine 10 of these things at the same time, it's gonna lead you to a whole different path and destiny in your life, would you even want to touch this thing that's gonna ruin your path? No. And that's the whole point. Currently, I operate from God and I see the power already in Him. And it's actually the most peaceful times I've ever lived, because my thoughts are aligned with my actions and I simply feel amazing by doing the thing that's gonna lead me to where I want. And I realized now that I'm doing this, that before, the reason I was feeling stressed, worried, depressed, sad, you don't want to do anything, you want to lay all night on the bed, not wake up early, it's because of all of this. And when you actually realize it and invite God in your life and you operate from your mind and not your physical body, you will see how easy it is to not jerk off, to eat healthy so that you just get what your body needs, because that's what everybody should do. God creates this perfect thing you are. You are a crazy mechanism that not even a genius could make. And the only creator of this is God. And actually, this is what separates human from animal. And it's your choice. I mean, you can live a great life on earth and enjoy as much as your body wants, and go fuck all the women you want, go eat all the food you want. But when you feel empty inside and look like shit, no wonder, because you are acting out of alignment, and acting out of alignment is the worst thing. And when you actually align yourself with your thoughts and God, you realize that none of these material things matter. And even obtaining them, it's nothing more than just enjoying the moment, but you are never gonna feel full inside you. With having all the cards in the world, you will never feel when you lack God within. Some ways to connect with God are prayer, are asking God for things, literally, and what you are thinking about, and just ask for help, really. And when you do that, He will give you the answers. You just have to think long enough with yourself, with your mind, observe your thoughts, and think of Jesus as a friend of yours that knows everything you are thinking about. And when you do that, you feel a mutual connection between Him and you. And after that, you can ask Him, what should I do? And what would God want me to do based on this information? The simple step after this is to simply act on it. Even if you are scared. That's the tricky part. The devil, it's always here to distract you, and it's always here to move you further away from your goal, from walking the path. The path is narrow, of course, but that's where you should go, not from the open end. And when you are favored by God, you are also favored by the devil. And when you align with everything and act and operate from love, from gratitude, from high frequency emotions, basically, you are in alignment. When you see the frequency chart on Google, if you write frequency chart and see, I'm gonna put it here actually, maybe, so you can understand. And you can see that down here, it's the lowest frequency emotions are fear, doubt, depression, anger. It's a bit above all of this, but it's still a low frequency emotion. And as you raise above, you have joy, you have gratitude, you have love. And on the top of all of this, it's enlightenment. And it's about 1,800, something like this. And when you have enlightenment, it's basically when you have a clear mind and you operate from love from God, and basically you have no negative thoughts in your mind. And basically that's what the aura thing is around Jesus' head and all the apostles, that they have this yellow thing around their head. It's the aura. And when you have an aura that it's so positive, it goes miles away. You attract. It's like, when you are in a happy mood and the other guy sees you that you are in a happy mood, he feels your aura and he becomes happy too. Like, you attract and you change as you walk through life depending on your aura. And the same is with negativity. When you are negative all day, no wonder why you feel like shit and everything is like shit around you. So the trick is to basically not be in these negative low frequency emotions. And the only way to remove yourself from this situation and actually move up to the higher frequency feelings is through intense exercise and gratitude. And basically when you have your habits aligned, because these are the three keys: high intensity exercises, that it's gonna get you to a frequency higher state, that it's gonna get you pumped up and you have all this blood flow and oxygen in your body and endorphins come in your body and you have these positive thoughts. The other is through gratitude, thinking all the things you are happy for in your life. And basically the third thing is removing negativity literally from your life. And how you do it is you just simply act, but also don't think bad. Because I could see a person and think something bad about him or whatever, but at the end it's, or talk bad to somebody and have this discussion and actually be a bitch, actually tell him bad words, and karma is gonna come back to you straight away. Because when you leave from that discussion you had, that was bad, you will be still thinking what he said, what happened, and you will take so much capacity from your brain and energy and you will put it there, and that's basically your karma. And that's where you waste your energy, and that's where also the enlightenment phase doesn't have these things. That's where you don't waste your energy and your brain's capacity on unnecessary topics and things. So guys, you have the power to live just right under the gods. And this is through actually using all your energy capacity, all your energy or your brain capacity through developing yourself. And you need to construct a morning through night, but basically construct your habits and routine. And you need basically to align yourself with God and act from a perspective of your spiritual side and actually live in alignment with what God tells you to do. Never act from fear, because this is a low frequency emotion. And when you do all these things, you will start seeing God in your life and you will actually seek Him, and you will not want to do bad things. You will attract positive things in your life. And the trick to stay in that is to never lose it. Just stay there. Never go do something bad. Live and operate from love. And when you do these things, you will live an amazing life. So choose. What would you rather be? Human or animal?